What up? What up? What up? Strictly Podcast, man. This is episode number 178. It's a lot of episodes. I really haven't emphasized. I don't really stick with stuff this long. It's like I've said before, I've said a million times, I will say a million times again. I enjoy chopping it up with my boys, just talking about stuff we enjoy. It ain't even no staying on topic. We never stay on topic, but we are always talking about movies. So we kind of are always staying on topic. Uh if this is your first time checking us out, I hope you enjoy. If you have been rocking with the Rec League for episodes and episodes over, I appreciate you sticking around. Um on this episode, we are four deep. We are missing our Chicago representative, but we got Merritt, we got Rocket, we got Nick, and I think I try to keep us on the topic of Stephen King adaptations. We spend a lot on streaming TV stuff. Do we kind of get off topic a little bit toward the end as far as like Stephen King movies? I think so, but if you watched last episode, I had video complications. My internet was ass. This time, I feel like the Podbean app was glitching. So it's like if you want on YouTube, it don't really make a difference. You wanted to see the video version. This episode doesn't have a Podbean audio only version. It annoys and grates my nerves, but I got the video. We here. We got some, you know what I'm saying? Recently in the theater, the weekend of September the 5th, I think The Conjuring came out, supposedly the last one. Highest to Lowest, which I did review on my channel, is on Apple TV Plus. This current weekend, The Long Walk came out, new Stephen King adaptation. I think there a Spinal Tap sequel came out. Downton Abbey 3 came out. Stuff that I'm not watching. This upcoming weekend, Him, the football horror movie, not directed by Jordan Peele, starring Marlon Wayans, comes out. A Big Bold Beautiful Journey with Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie comes out. The weekend of the next episode, we got The Strangers Chapter 2, and we got One Thing After Another from Paul Thomas Anderson. On the physical media, the 2nd of September, we got, this was a light-ish Tuesday. It looks like there's a Superman 4K Steelbook, probably Amazon exclusive. I see the two Jakes from Kino Lorber, Undisputed, but re-releases. Boutique label re-releases. This past Tuesday, we got Jurassic World Rebirth, we got Ballerina, the John Wick spinoff, Clown in the Cornfield, Materialist from A24, a Dark Knight Trilogy Steelbook box set 4K that I also think is Amazon exclusive, Elio from Pixar, one that if you're an animation fan, I implore you to check out. This upcoming, did I miss anything? This upcoming Tuesday, it looks like we're getting Tron 4K Steelbooks because Disney thinks it's cool to only put shit on Steelbook. Stupid. I don't think I personally am grabbing anything. I'm interested in My Dead Friend Zoe, but I don't know if I want to blind buy it. The Tuesday, what was it? The Tuesday before the next episode, or Tuesday the 23rd? The Tuesday before the next episode. Flow from Criterion, Superman, 28 years later, Airplane 2, The Last of Us Season 2, Megan 2.0. It looks like all the Sean Connery James Bond movies are getting 4K upgrades. Aztec Batman. I see a Beetlejuice. I don't know if that's a re-release or what, but it's coming out. And then I do believe that's it. So I'll be back. Squad will be with me. I'll put a wrap on it at the end. It gets messy at the end, but this was a better episode than the last one. It's Rec League. Back at it. It's time to put Eric Sigmund on the milk carton. Last time it was Nick. We out here though. We got Virginia connections. We got some kind of New York, New Jersey connections. We got some Central Time Zone connections. But we back. I ain't write it down, but like two little things that's been in my head recently. Do we think Paramount follows through and buys Warner Brothers?
Where's Paramount getting this money from?
Didn't they just get bought by Skydance? Like, that's my question.
I don't like. There was something else that I was watching, and I was just like, where the fuck? I mean, is it like Yellowstone revenue or something? Or is it like the Taylor Sheridan money? Like, it's gotta be. That's like their biggest thing. There was something else.
Man, listen, once you get somebody to buy a subscription, you got them forever, okay?
Yeah.
So.
Paramount Plus? Does anybody have Paramount Plus?
I do.
I barely have it.
I don't even have it.
I'm using somebody else's.
I have Paramount
I don't have
Plus.
shit.
And I like it, too. That's what's crazy. I like stuff on Paramount Plus.
I don't use it. Like, I used it to watch Dexter, like we were talking about.
Yeah, see, I gotta have Paramount Plus for Dexter, for sure.
So, but it's like one of its biggest things is Yellowstone. So it's
now Dexter though. Dexter's back, bro.
Yeah,
that's what I hear. That's what I've been hearing.
Original Yellowstone on there. I don't know if it's now, but it wasn't. Like, they did all the spinoffs, but the original Yellowstone was on Peacock.
But they got stuff that people watch though, because they got it's this show on there called Fire Country that I guess people go crazy for.
Taylor Sheridan.
And then they got Yellowstone, now they got Dexter back. So I mean, Dexter alone is gonna do what it does.
Well, all the Showtime shit, they got the CBS sitcoms. Well, Paramount Plus is cool.
I mean, maybe that's what, because it was like, I guess they're involved with CBS, but it's like they put the VMAs on CBS this year.
Mm.
And I don't know, we're in our mid to late 30s. I don't know if anybody watched the VMAs.
Sorry,
but
Rocket.
It was bigger this year than it had been in like years. Like LL Cool J was the host, and they got like real people to show. Like Lady Gaga was there. Like, it was like, usually it's in like a tiny room and it's just like whoever is there wins, and it's like nobody you know. So it was like, okay, they had more money to like put it on CBS and like put it in a bigger venue. I think that was the thing where I was like, where is Paramount getting this money from? Because you watch MTV, all they do is play ridiculousness like for 20 of the 24 hours in a day. And then now they're going to buy Warner Bros. Like, for what?
The only time I've watched MTV over the past 10 years is like Martin reruns.
You know what though?
Zaslav doesn't want to sell. He's going to sell on his own terms. That's the thing. Like, I read an article where he thinks Skydance lowballed him. And the thing is, he was Discovery. He ran Discovery, and they had like those different properties, like the cooking channels and all that. And everybody reported to Zaslav. Now, what he wants to do with Warner Brothers, he wants to sell the company, those parts out, but he wants to keep the Warner Brothers, the DC property to himself, as he
and ruin it.
Gunn overlooks it, but he runs it in that sense of like, they report to him, and he's not gonna. He says he wants to sell on his own terms, which he's gonna like. His whole thing was he wanted to be in the movie business. He did Discovery and all that. That's TV shows. Now he's in the movie business. He's not gonna let go of that.
So he just ass raped all their animation.
He's gonna hold that shit for ransom.
He fucking delayed and canceled so many movies that are unreleasable, fucking bastardized and whatever he did with all their animation shit, and now just wants to separate DC from the bigger studio.
Yep, that's what he wants. That's what he's trying to sell off different part. Like, and that's the crazy part about Warner Brothers is like, he wants it just for the now he wants to keep Warner Brothers the movie properties of it, like basically like the Harry Potter, the DC, like shit like that. But anything else,
The shit that any
he
buyer would
wants to
want.
get rid of.
It's
Mhm.
like
And that's the thing.
they've what was it, 6 movies or whatever that they've had open over 40 or 50 million this year.
Gosh.
Like, and I'm like, most of that, it was like Sinners, F1,
Superman, F1, Final Destination, Conjuring, Companion.
Well, it's like those aren't even like IP. It's like weapons, like Sinners.
Weapons.
So it's like this, they've made history. They're the first movie company that had 7 releases or at least 7 movies in a row to open up at 40 million or more
in a row.
No other studio's done that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I wouldn't sell to Paramount.
Well, like, Paramount is probably offering crazy. I think like if you look at Paramount, they actually have a hold on like the TV show game for real, because they got Dexter, they have the whole NCIS thing, they have Mobland now, like they have a bunch of original shows that people are like going to.
Tulsa King.
Like my brother called me yesterday talking about Mobland. Like, bro, you gotta watch Mobland. Like, and I'm like, okay, you know what I
mean? Mayor of Easttown.
Yeah,
that's
so
good too.
I mean, people. Oh, and they got Lioness. People love that show. Like, there's a lot of like shows on there that like people.
It's the Sheridan. They've got like the hookup with that guy, and some of the stuff is on CBS. Like, people watch. Like, I don't want to like be like, oh, it's old folks, but it's like older folks. Like, they still do appointment TV. Like, even whether it's Friday night, Blue Bloods on Friday nights. It's like they're watching. Double-digit millions of people are watching shows like that on Friday nights. And Young Sheldon. Who the fuck? It's like, who cares about Young Sheldon? Millions of people care about Young Sheldon. There's like another world of people. And Randy.
I fucks with the Big Bang Theory universe.
I have a question, though.
I fucks with the Big Bang Theory universe.
If I never watch shows when they come out, and I watch them as recording, am I hurting the views of those shows?
You can't be. There has to be, because who?
There has to be like either streaming or DVR statistics that qualify as good watches.
I legit don't watch anything on time. Like, I pretty much wait till the whole show is done and watch it all at once. So, but like every time I do that, I'm like, bro, am I hurting these shows that I like by doing this? Like, it's like that's a thing that I was wondering.
I'll watch shows a week. If it's like something I'm really stoked on, but
bro, I can't wait to see what happens next, bro. So I just have to wait and watch all of it at once.
Really into it. It's like, okay, not every show needs to be week to week, but I never watch anything on time. Like, I used to sit my ass, like when The Walking Dead was about to come on Sunday nights, I would be sitting like, and like I would run upstairs like during the commercials, and like that was less than 10 years ago. Like, that was probably like 2018, 19, I was still doing that.
But the access that we have now.
I have a question, Mary. Like, that's the thing about streaming. That's why I was saying about the nostalgia of it. You know, like what we were talking about off air earlier. It's like, say you have a show, you're streaming it. Like, I'm kind of like you, depending on the show. It's like, I can't wait. I gotta see it in one shot. But sometimes I'm like Nick. Certain shows, if I'm into it, I'll watch it. My question is this: if there was no streaming, everybody would have their ass on time watching that show. And that's the thing. That's where I think, like, as a community,
convenience.
That's why we were always hype when a show came out. You're ready to talk about it the next day with your friends because you had to be there. Every show that people enjoyed was TV. Like, you had to go see it. Must watch TV. And now it's like Peacemaker. Love the show. But I'm the episode dropped on Thursday. I had high school football practice. I still haven't even watched it, and it's Sunday, and it's football day. I'm probably gonna watch it later tonight. Alien Earth. At one point, I was 2 or 3 episodes behind. But I got streaming. Where if there was no streaming, I'd be fucked. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like that's the thing is streaming has changed
I'm
the
three
game.
Dexter episodes behind right now. Right.
You know, like
I know.
streaming has changed the whole industry around where now instead of helping the ratings of these shows, like shows still get ratings, but at the end of the day, it's like, eh, I could watch. I could watch Dexter. Like I haven't even seen Original Sin. I gotta pick it up, and I love Dexter, and I gotta get Resurrection when that drops
You're not missing
because I don't have
much.
Paramount Plus. But it's I know it's gonna come out, or if I buy Paramount Plus streaming service, I could watch it 2 years from now. Like that's the
Right.
problem about
That's
streaming.
I think that's my all right. So like Randy, I can say this because I know Randy. He pretty much has to like schedule. He's like on a schedule of like I'll get to it when I can get to it, but I got to finish these things, right?
What the
So
fuck?
like I'm in a similar boat. Like I watch shows and my brother's like, "Hey, you got to watch this," and I'm like, "Bro, I got this, and this on my plate right now. I'll get to it when I get to it." If I don't watch something that I really want to watch, but I'm watching it 6 months from now, how is that affecting when they're doing the data for the views in terms of like when they're deciding to cancel shows and not cancel shows, right? Like is Original Sin one of those shows where people saved it, they got a bunch of stuff they're watching, and they're like, I'm gonna get to this, or maybe they want to wait till Resurrection is done and watch it all in one, like you know what I mean? But is that one of those things where it's like, is that hurting the shows we like?
With the way that Original Sin starts, it's kind of connected to Resurrection.
Right, it is.
Okay.
Well, I don't know that because I didn't watch.
Well,
Me neither.
Well, but okay, but that's a perfect example. So
Yeah.
you haven't started yet, right?
No.
Yeah.
So when you get to it,
So you're why
so
we're
they
not
made
getting
a
season
decision.
2.
They look, they made a decision to cancel Original Sin, right? They made a decision to cancel Original Sin, right? And it's like, okay, well, it's not as popular, people not as watching it right now,
Especially
like
in
they're
Richmond,
watching
Virginia.
Resurrection or whatever. Are we hurting shows that we really want to watch? We just haven't gotten to yet because we don't have to. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
great question.
Yeah.
Because like I think Nick and I are the only two Walking Dead fans around still. Because like at the end of the day is
I
like
like Walking Dead.
Dead City. I still love the show.
Season 2
Yeah, it
comes
had
out in
its
like
ups and
2
downs,
weeks.
but I still watch it. But like that's what is it? Walking Dead Dead City, season 2. I'm like, okay, I gotta watch it. It's coming out on physical in I think the next couple of weeks, maybe even next week. I'm probably gonna pick it up on
Like
physical.
October 7th.
But right, the next couple of weeks. So basically, what I usually do with stuff like that is I'll pick it up on physical, but if it's on streaming still, I'll watch the streaming so it could show that people watched it. So that's what I do, even though I just want it physical, because it's part of the collection and all that. But at the end of the day, is like I'll get a movie. Like I got The Accountant too. I put it on my
Good movie.
I redeemed the digital code. I still like watching the 4K with the disc in it, but then once in a while, if I want, I could just pop, the digital version of it and all that. So at the end of the day, is like when it comes to like you saying the show, if I can watch it because I don't have Paramount Plus, somehow, some way it gets out of Paramount Plus, or they like lease it out to something like Netflix or something like that, I'll stream it. But if I can get the physical and it's a streaming service that I don't have, I'm gonna watch the physical. And like you said, Mary, that's where I think it can hurt. It can hurt the numbers in that sense, but
they're
also
basing it on the numbers. Yeah.
But also it shows that I'm also helping other numbers on the physical portion of it, because now I'm buying it and maybe they'll continue putting these things out on physical. Because this shit that streaming shit like Apple TV, man, it's like they have some good stuff on there that's not even coming out. The good news is, gives me hope, is the morning show on Apple TV. That's been out for a while, and I heard it was a great show. My wife's seen it. They're finally dropping seasons 1 and 2 together on Blu-ray. So that gives me hope that maybe movies like Napoleon and Argyle and some of these movies that Apple TV have and shows are going to get dropped later down the line. Like F1, fantastic movie. It's supposed to get a physical this year. I'm hoping, but we'll see.
I doubt it.
I just think that like I have a whole list of shows I want to watch, and I'm almost to the point because they cancel shows so much now that like it's almost to the point that it's like I almost want to wait and see if there's going to be a season 2, or wait till season 2 or 3
Yeah.
are announced or whatever to even want to start a show. Like if somebody tell me a show is really good, I'm like, how many seasons it got? You know what I'm saying? And if it's like 1, it's like, oh, I'm gonna wait.
That's like
right?
Netflix cancel everything. They were like, oh, the OA or whatever the fuck, and I'm like, what is that? And they're like, oh, it was 1 season. I'm like, I'm good.
Bro,
Hard pass.
I'm not gonna get invested just to be left on a cliffhanger. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
There's a show I started a couple of years ago. It's called Paper Girls. It was based off a graphic novel. Amazon had it. Show was fantastic. From what I heard, I started it, and then I found out that they canceled it. So I stopped halfway through this. I think I saw the first 3 or 4 episodes, and that when I stopped is why I continue when the show's already canceled.
I get it. I'm doing that. So like I Know What You Did Last Summer. I watched 2 episodes of it, and I said, I quit. I'm done. Fuck. 1 season, I was like, I was the smart one.
I did that shit with Papa's House. I was up on that shit until like New Year's, and then we started The Office, and I went to go back and finish the season after we finished The Office, and then they canceled the shit. I ain't even finished watching the first season.
Yeah, that's.
But I'm up on
like
Peacemaker though.
When DC dropped Swamp Thing, that show
canceled
was
that shit
like,
the same day it came out.
Solid. And the day the same day it dropped, they were like, "Oh yeah, we're canceling the show." I'm like, "You just killed whatever view. Like, what are you doing?"
They Batgirled it. They were just like, we don't care.
Tax write off.
Yo, Marvel. I don't know what it is with Marvel lately, but Marvel, you almost have to wait and see with Marvel, man. You really do, because they just doing anything. They just be doing anything with their TV shows and things like that. You know what I think about their TV shows and like how like not up to par they are or whatever. Marvel had a really good start with TV shows. Yeah. Like they had a show, The Runaways, that was incredible. I think they had Cloak and Daggers that was incredible. Then they had the ABC joints, right?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter.
They had good shows. Inhumans was good. They had good shows, man. I didn't hate Inhumans. I didn't hate it.
I didn't watch it.
And
Inhumans came on.
I thought I was in it. That's how bad it was. So
you didn't like Inhumans at all?
I just remember not watching it. I just remember it like feeling weird, and we're talking that was like 10 years.
Feeling weird.
I just remember feeling weird, but I was like, I don't think I care. And then it got a bad review. I was like, "Am it important?"
Yo, the Runaways. They had this show called The Runaways that was really good. It was incredible, and they was like the original plan for Kevin Feige was to make it movies or whatever. And then, which he made a good decision because instead of Runaways, he made Guardians. Like, you know, in hindsight, it's like, all right, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But it's like, I feel like you should have done both. But I don't think Runaways should have ever been a movie, but I think the show should have continued. It was really good.
I mean, at that point, Kevin Feige wasn't in charge of Marvel TV.
Right.
Yeah, that's what Ike Perlmutter and him were going through some shit, so.
When we had like. And then fucking, what was the other X-Men show that no one remembers?
The Gifted?
Legion?
Yeah. But what was that?
That was actually pretty good with Dan Stevens. That was pretty good.
Like I watched
Aubrey Plaza. I like Aubrey Plaza. Aubrey Plaza, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah,
Legion was good though.
Legion was weird, but it was cool. I watched it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I feel like
I never watched the last season.
I want to be a fly on the wall and be in the meetings when they decide who's they doing these TV shows, and then the bullet points for what these shows are going to be. Well, like the present Marvel show, because some of them are good and terrible, bro. Or some of them start off really good and go bad. You know what I mean? It's like
I still need to hit Eyes of Wakanda.
I didn't see that yet.
I still haven't seen
I'm gonna watch that shit before Marvel Zombies comes out. I have to.
Same time. If I watch either of them, I'm sure I will watch.
I'm excited for Marvel Zombies though.
That shit looks fire.
The trailer got me, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. The trailer got me for Marvel. But is it gonna be one of them shows that's gonna start off good, and then by the middle of it, I'm like, what is this?
They're both just like 4-episode anthology joints, as far as I know. Like they're not like 8-10 episodes.
Was it Secret Invasions? Was it Secret Invasions? it started off so good. It started off so good, right?
Until they killed off Maria
and then you
Hill.
got to a point that you was like, what is this? What did we just do just now?
And there was like a 3-episode run of that show where I was like, is this the best MCU show? Like, this is getting, I'm like, and then it just, I didn't even think it was as bad as people said, but yeah,
No.
like as on it was like, wait, this is getting sillier. Why is it? Why are they?
Yo, when they gave old girl the arm, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to.
Yeah, I mean, Amelia Clark is basically the super being. She has every power imaginable. Like it got to a point where it was like, this is ridiculous. Like, oh man, not good.
Stopped Bob from doing all that bullshit, and she could stop Doom from doing whatever bullshit he's about to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but we'll probably never see her again. So
we won't.
Strong as all of us,
and we'll probably never see her again. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We're talking about, TV shows and all that when it comes to this, but at the end of the day is, which shows do you think Disney's going to drop next? Because like I said, not too long ago, a couple of years ago, they dropped Loki season 2 and Hawkeye season 1. Do you even think they'll drop
I don't think they're doing any more physical media steelbooks. I told y'all.
I was wondering about that the other day. I was looking.
That's what I was just thinking about that. Because like
I was looking at the time of when these motherfuckers would drop, and when like March, April came around, we didn't get no announcements.
Yeah.
They played us. We're not getting any more TV shows on physical.
And it's like they're obsessed with the steelbook thing right now. It's like you'd think they would, the ones that I actually buy, you would think they would put out.
Yeah.
But no. And that's the thing. It's like, now if you want to, and like I know Randy's happy about this because they're still dropping the Blu-ray, but if you want 4K, you got to get the steelbook. If you don't get the steelbook, you're fucked because there's no standard version. You got to get the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well.
So we just spent 20 minutes talking about Paramount buying Warner Brothers. We spent 20 seconds talking about that. You spent 20 minutes talking about some other shit.
We gave it a good 5 minutes.
I also know that I saw that A24 is about to pick up Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That's good to me. It's better to me than like, weren't they involved with something with Jason?
The prequel show.
That doesn't match to me. A24, it kind of matches Texas Chainsaw to me in a way.
Glenn Powell is supposed to be involved, and the dude who wrote The Long Walk, segue.
Long Walk.
I don't know. I'm taking Texas Chainsaw out. After that Netflix one, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know how many remakes this thing.
Is A24 kind of like dumbing down, or are they going to elevate Chainsaw?
The original Texas Chainsaw is like an all-time great movie.
And the remake. Even the remake is just as good.
Great movie.
Yeah, the remake is a banger.
Remake, good. Honestly, the remake is better than pretty
most
much all
remakes.
And then I don't hate the beginning.
I don't either.
The beginning is not like the thing about the beginning is strapping the dude. Was it Matt Bomer? Strapping him to the table and just going in on him with the chainsaw. I just remember being like, "Oh, that's so gnarly!" And like, you don't in that series that does that outside of the first one, where it's just like getting killed with a chainsaw would really suck. But then it was like as it goes on, it's just like, oh, let's do all this crazy shit. And it's like, no, just like fucking like chainsawing someone is like so gnarly.
We don't need to be goofy.
It's like, oh no, oh they got him.
That's it. Like Leatherface, chainsaw. We need to make people turn away from the screen.
Yeah.
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 And I think that's what, like, if you think about the original Chainsaw and the remake, I think the remake is more gory than the original. The original just had that grimy, dirty feel to it that when you watched it, you were like, this is not, it made you uncomfortable.
Yeah, the original,
they're both like, very unsettling.
Oof.
Yes.
But
the
that's
dinner
why
scene.
I think Texas Chainsaw is one of those things, one of those movies or whatever that is not supposed to be more than what the original story is.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're supposed to have a part 2 or part 3 because the unsettling feeling, the not knowing,
it loses its edge.
people showing up to that house and seeing how nasty it is, all the things that came with like the originals. I don't think you're supposed to have a second movie to that, or a show
I agree.
that continues.
Franchising-
I don't think that's supposed to be how it is.
I think that's why he did it. Like Toby Hooper, he did the second one so different. Like it was like, okay, everybody wants a second one. It's got it's got this huge cult following. Everybody wants a follow up. It's like, let's just make it so different. Let's just make it completely like kind of like goofy in a way, like with a lot of like dark comedy and like satire. Like let's have Leatherface wear like lipstick and shit like that. It's like, let's just go like crazy with the sequel. And that's why people like the second one. But then the ones that followed kind of kept doing a mixture of both.
Dookie.
And it was like the Next Generation. It's like, what the hell is that?
Right.
So goofy.
And
like we've
the
lost
funny thing is, this is
plot.
it's a premise that they took to make the movie because the events actually happened in Wisconsin. So that's the crazy part.
Yeah, I think it's just supposed to be a
Who's going to
one-off,
watch the
like-
Wisconsin Chainsaw Massacre?
The
Yeah,
whiskey.
no one wants to see that shit.
I feel like the Chainsaw Massacre has to happen in a place like. First of all, you don't want to see the Chainsaw Massacre of New York.
No.
No, I don't know.
It has to be in a place like Wisconsin or
Yeah,
that's
trust me.
Idaho, Iowa. You got to do that somewhere like that.
One of those
Shit.
states with no sports teams.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But yeah, that's like franchising any horror. It loses its edge after the first one. You got to try to keep it fresh.
It does. It really, yeah. Texas Chainsaw, because there really aren't that many good ones. Like good.
Now that like I'm looking back on it, like Halloween probably should never, no matter once you remake it or whatever, you shouldn't have. It's no way you have more than two. You have the first movie and then a second. That's it. That's as far as you can go. Freddy Krueger, you could do
that's two
forever
to
because
me.
you could get new kids. You could get new. You know what I'm saying? Freddy Krueger, and it's in your dreams. That's a different thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Chucky, you can only go so far with that because after a while, it's just like, all right, bro. Okay,
It's
cool.
comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, do you put Chucky against Texas Chainsaw Massacre? And it's like, how many good movies are in each franchise?
I'm giving Chucky the first three.
That's
Yep.
it. No, but no,
That's
you
it.
know what though? Oh, hold on. Let me say this. There was like the straight to DVD or straight to
Curse of
streaming movies or whatever. There was parts of those shows before they went and did like him jumping spirit to spirit. There's parts of those shows that was like, yo, they got something here if they stuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
I like the Chucky show overall.
Curse of Chucky's
Not
solid.
not that Chucky show. The Chucky show started off good and went bad. But
I would still be.
they had movies. They had like straight to like streaming movies
Yeah.
the
that
Curse-
kind of went back to like the old field of Chucky or
Curse
whatever.
of Chucky, Cult of Chucky.
yeah.
Those movies had parts of. One of them was really really good for real.
Curse was good.
Yeah.
Curse was good. The
Curse
one in the
was-
hospital was wonky.
Okay.
Yeah, but it had parts in it that you were like, they do got something if they just.
Yo, it's like Chucky season 1 though. Like we was in. 2,
Oh, yeah.
2
Oh.
got shaky. 3 was kind of ass. But if next month we were getting season 5, we'd still be watching.
I'd still be watching the Chucky show.
I'll watch it. Yeah,
I
but it's such a true thing that like some of these things, if you're gonna wait a long time and do remakes, but don't try to continue to part 3, part 4, blah blah blah, because it's you can't do it with some of these horror movies.
Like you said, John Carpenter had it right. The Halloween franchise was supposed to be an anthology
Yeah.
franchise. He did Halloween with Michael Myers 1 and 2. That story ended there.
But-
That's why Halloween 3 was Season of the Witch. It was a different Halloween
But-
story. That's what it's
Normies
but
were
then
idiots in the 80s too.
People went crazy. They wanted Michael Myers back. It got ridiculous when what was it? The one with Paul Rudd, The Curse of Michael
Curse.
Myers, where he had like
Cheeks.
he was the devil. And I'm like, what is
Cheeks.
this? Like that's what you're saying.
The
Certain
Thorn trilogy's
franchise, you gotta
Cheeks.
stay within. They just get too goofy.
Curse is like one of the most unintentionally funny movies.
It's terrible.
And thank God for Clueless, because Paul Rudd is really bad in that movie. And like,
Oh yeah.
first movie, he was like, I was only a boy when I saw him, but I like that shit sucked. That shit.
That impression was spot on, though.
I was a boy when I saw him.
Yeah. The Thorn trilogy is dog ass.
Funny. It's
in every version, like every remake of the Halloween movies, there's always only been 2 good ones. It's always been 2 good ones.
Yes.
And then and people always started being questioning the second one. Like the second one is always like, all right, okay. But that by the third one, people are like, yeah, what was that?
I think
every time.
That's why
I like H2O.
I think my
H2O.
favorite timeline is the H2O timeline.
I did like
but
H2O.
I will give the H4O 4 movies 3 of 4 good movies.
So, original
18 and Kills are good.
Kills rocks. I don't care what anyone says. I like Kills. I have not watched Ins since the theater.
And neither have I.
Bro, nobody's watching that.
That
Bro,
turd.
what do you mean? It was 3 movies, right? It's
That
3
fucking
movies.
turd.
Yeah.
The first 2 was a go.
Nah, but in the timeline though, those are parts 2 and 3.
Bro, I'm not doing that, bro.
Yeah, you gotta count the original.
No, you're not wrong.
You gotta count
but,
the
bruh,
original.
To me, it's 3 movies.
Oh.
I don't
are we talking
care
Saw?
what they say. Huh?
Are we talking Saw?
Just Saw. It just Saw. There's 1 and 2, then 10, and then 3.
The Halloween franchise got like 9 different timelines.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
But the original movie is always part 1 of all of them.
Right.
Yes.
No, you're right. You're right. But when I think about the movies, like the way I look at them, I'm like, yeah, it was 3 movies, and 2 of them was good, another one sucked.
It was like the new set of movies.
Yeah,
Here we have H2O and Resurrection. One of them was
I like those.
Resurrection was when Busta Rhymes thought.
But then that
Music Go
timeline,
Through,
Halloween
that was
2, 81 is included in that timeline.
Yeah.
And that's
Like I
3
said,
of
when it
4.
comes to Halloween,
That's
Yeah,
also 3 or
that's what I'm
4
saying.
good movies.
Yeah. If they'd have kept
my
it
ti-
in Halloween 2, H2O, I'm like, that's great. That's a great.
That's a legit trilogy.
That's
a
great.
legit trilogy.
And
and
it
then
should have
they-
My
ended.
thing,
though,
They should have
They
ended.
could do
She cut his
Final
head off. That
Destination
should have been
forever,
it.
bro. I don't care.
Yeah, Final Destination never has to go anywhere. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
What
Oh,
about Jason
God.
though?
Bringing it back around.
Jason needs to be back in some capacity.
Friday the 13th never got. That was my thing. Taking it back, full circle. If Paramount bought Warner Brothers, there's no fucking reason why we shouldn't get a new Friday the 13th movie.
They have their whole shit, all of it. At the thing with Friday the 13th is like both of them are like involved with the rights or whatever.
Yep.
Now you gotta
Yeah.
fucking around.
Jason and Freddy need to come back, bro. That's
Yes.
just what it is.
Yes.
They need to bring Freddy back.
I know, like, what's his name? Robert Englund, like, he's just not interested in doing like full on Freddy anymore.
It can't be him.
85.
Talks though.
It can't
Nah.
be him.
He's like
They
85,
gotta get
bro. Who
somebody
do we...
younger, but
Yes.
they do need to find a way to bring it back.
I feel like he
I
could,
agree.
I feel like if they could make the makeup more simplistic and not make him have to do a bunch of like he'd probably do
Bro,
it.
he's old, bro.
Just burn him for real.
He
I don't care.
That's fucked up.
Nah,
Do
bro.
it.
Who
Oh.
in their 30s or 40s could take over as Freddy?
Glenn,
somebody else could do that, especially now, like for a new generation, bro. Somebody else. See, we're attached to Robert Englund, right? But for the new generation, they don't care, bro. But you can bring back Freddy for sure.
That's what. And what was? But you can't really do it now because Black Phone 2 is basically a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Pretty much. Yeah.
These kids are
I
just
would
gonna be
still
like,
do it.
well, Freddy
I would
Krueger's just
still do
copying
it, bro.
this.
I would still do it because if people like Black Phone, then
You get
they'll
a-
like Freddy.
Freddy's tongue is on it. I'm gonna leave.
Bro, put them in the same universe. That would be crazy.
Like, fuck y'all.
Freddy Krueger versus the Grabber.
Freddy wins.
Freddy
Let's not
does
do
Oh,
this.
yeah.
fatality.
Yeah. This ain't even close.
Put the grabber in Mortal Kombat.
Hell yeah.
Give him a TV show, and all of a sudden it's like, is it the child abductor? That's why I think it's funny. He's like on the Fanta cans. It's like, it's Megan. Chucky's coming. It's like, and here's the grabber, the guy.
But you know what?
Man.
While I'm sitting here thinking about it,
Like, ew.
I think the problem with them bringing back Freddy is that the time that we're in now, what what Freddy was based on, like, the reason why they burned him and all of that, and then the jokes he would like use in the movies. Let's just be honest, we're probably a little too sensitive of a society now to allow Freddy to be Freddy.
Well, that's why the remake, it was like the original draft of A Nightmare on Elm Street, he was supposed to be a child molester. And it was like, ooh, molester, and the parents burned him or whatever. And then they were like, that's insane. Why are we doing that? Let's make him just a child murderer. But then the remake, they did the thing where it was like, okay, we'll make him a child molester, but then we're also going to imply that maybe he was innocent.
Right.
Why he's back getting his revenge. It's like, that's kind of interesting. But then it was like they got scared and went back and was like, no, he was a child molester, and now he's just chasing his victims in their dreams. It's like, ew. Yeah. This is like, why did you the him being innocent thing would have been a cool like twist. They were like, you know what? They did their thing with this.
But I think we're even more of a sensitive society now than even when that movie came out.
Like, ew. That movie made us, because it's like, ew, gross. Oh.
I noticed that the remake isn't in that box set coming out.
It's not, and neither is Freddy vs. Jason, I don't think.
Yeah. Freddy vs. Jason was good, though. I don't care what nobody said.
I got no complaints about Freddy vs. Jason, except that it wasn't 3 hours long.
Except that Kelly Rowland didn't live a little bit longer so we could see her some more. That's it.
She threw out the homophobic slur.
So what, bro?
Hey, Freddy vs. Jason was stacked with baddies, bro. 22 years running.
Yeah. They all got killed.
Not the baddest of them all.
Yeah, the main girl. She's still alive.
I don't know. I can argue because I think Kelly Rowland was the baddest of them all. But whatever. Listen.
That's a solid debate.
I honestly feel like prior to that movie, I'm exaggerating a little bit, okay? But prior to that movie, I felt like Kelly Rowland was kind of just looked at as like the girl from Destiny's Child. But after that movie, it was like, oh, that's Kelly Rowland.
And Dilemma, and when she linked up with Nelly.
She became a totally different thing after being in that movie.
And linking up with Nelly.
Yeah, with Dilemma. Yeah.
That song came on, where was I the other day? I was at a Goodwill, and that song came on. And the amount of...
Here's some old music so you can buy all this old shit.
The amount of people that were just walking around like this. It's like, oh, we're old.
So, Rocket... Favorite Stephen King adaptation? Is it The Langoliers?
Ooh, that's a good one. Is it the what?
The Langoliers.
No, it is not The Langoliers.
Is it?
I think.
Is it The Shining with Steven Weber?
Christine is up there.
Christine rocks.
I gotta say, like everybody talks about it. You know, the movie, like the TV movie was fantastic. Had,
best
miniseries of all time. Chapter 1, I think, is one of the better ones.
That's mine.
Chapter 2 was cool, but I think the kids
2.
in Chapter 1 is what made that movie. There's shit. I like Cujo, Creep Show. Grew up on that. I grew up on Creep Show. And there's like the thing about this is like Stephen King, it seems like he's been around for an eternity. Look, the book, The Long Walk, that came out in 1979, I think.
Yeah.
And they're just now adapting it now. Like, the guy has written so much literature, so many books.
Like newer.
And stuff is still not even, he has books that haven't even been adapted yet. Gerald's Game. Another one that's pretty solid, but at the end of the day, I
forgot about the Netflix joints.
He's written so much stuff. Like his short stories are getting adaptations. The Tommy Knockers, like a lot of his stuff was like made for TV, kind of. But at the end of the day, Salem's Lot, the original, that was a made for TV.
Yeah, it was
The Dead Zone. Like, look, The Life of Chuck just came out not too long ago. Like, these are all things.
Wait, 1, 2,
3 this year.
4. I feel like I'm missing one because we've got this Monkey, The Life of Chuck.
Oh, I forgot about the Monkey.
And we're about to get the Running Man. I feel like I'm missing one though. We got the It TV show, but I feel like I'm missing one. I feel like there was a King movie that came out this year. Maybe not.
So we have 4 this year.
But if you ask me, what my all-time favorite one is The Shining. Even though he did not like the adaptation to it, that's one of my. Because I remember that I was, as a kid, I was scared to shit, but I couldn't stop watching.
Shining's legit.
Shining is.
Merritt, what you got?
Man, Christine scared me as a kid, man. I'm not gonna hold you. That one scared me as a kid. Pet Cemetery, right?
Yeah.
Pet Cemetery, the original. I was afraid of the good ghost in that movie. like the way he looked. Well, I was afraid of him.
Yeah.
But like the Pet Cemetery movie, I'll never forget. And they didn't even really show it, and it still affected me. The kid getting hit by that 18-wheeler, man. I'll never. That's like that was. And you watch the little shoe like dangle, like that was crazy. That was crazy. I mean, it and another movie I really Carrie. Carrie was a movie for me.
Yeah.
Carrie was a movie for me.
That's like I've got like 5 contenders.
So
like Carrie would have to be it. Like
and then I have to mention The Green Mile because, bruh, I think I cried watching that movie. And I was like too young to even really be impacted by it like that. You know what I'm saying? I like watching that. It was like, bro, this is the saddest thing I've ever seen. Yeah,
phenomenal.
I can't pick one, man. I said all that to say I can't pick one.
I get that.
Nicholas,
I think my one. So I would put like it's like if I got 5, I would put Green Mile without question. I'd put I would put The Shining and Carrie. I think my number 1 is Shawshank. I think it's like
bad call.
I don't know, but it's like I've seen it so many times. I just feel like there's like a generation of us that is just like Shawshank is like just a part of you. It's like
lived on TNT for a long time.
Whatever. It was always on, and it was just like everybody's dad liked Shawshank, and so it was like you're gonna watch this, and it was like this really is like the best movie ever. And then the Green Mile.
Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
Great. But it's like it came out after Shawshank, so it is in a way it is kind of just like. Oh, it's his other prison movie.
That was still Darabont, still prison, still cooking.
But God, yeah, Green Mile is so good. And Green Mile is so good that, and maybe I'm not the person to say this, but it's like a big offender when it comes to the magic black character plot thing that everybody talks about, like, Bagger Vance. Like, John Coffey is kind of that. He's definitely, he's no kind of, like, he's definitely that kind of stereotype, like, character trope. And, like, nobody cares because the movie is so good. That's, like, one of the...
But it ending the way that it ends with him is, like, bro, even with him being what he was, like, they still did this. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
shit.
What I would love to see, the way I see it is this. This is what I would love to see. You could pick any Stephen King book and adapt it, and I would love to see Steven Spielberg direct that. Ooh. I think what Spielberg is as a director is what Stephen King is as a writer. There's not, like Merritt said, like I have, even me, Shining to me is number 1. I got Shawshank right there. At the end of the day, you can't go wrong with whichever one you pick.
That's because, like, I'm like, you think of him as horror guy. He's like the master. I'm like, 3 of my 5 movie adaptations are not horror movies. But it's like, you think of The Green Mile, and it's like, that is Stephen King.
See, I'm going to go...
all over that. Like, that
felt like a horror to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nick, and you're absolutely right, Nick, because, like, my wife, they did some with, was the Long Walk, and they were promoting, and she saw something on the magazine. They go, the writer of Stand By Me, and she was like, he wrote Stand By Me. I'm like, yeah, that movie's fantastic.
Kyle is
That movie, and she didn't even know that he wrote that book. And I'm like, yeah, she sees him as just strictly horror, but I'm like, no, he's done Shawshank, like you said, Green Mile, Stand, like he can do any genre. I feel like when he comes to writing, like there's another one, Silver Bullet. That's a werewolf movie that nobody's talking about, which is one of my favorite ones out there.
I'm gonna lump these two recent It movies together as one pick. Then Shawshank, then The Shining, then Green Mile, just so I can mention The Mist.
The Mist
is fair. Oh,
just so I can mention The Mist.
The Mist would be sick. The Mist is so good. The Mist.
Apparently, Darabont changed the ending from the book, and Stephen King approved it, and it's one of the most. It's the most effective fucking thing in the whole movie.
Oh God,
what's wrong with you,
bro? How do you scare a generation of people with a car, bro?
Yeah.
What? People show us Christine when we were young.
You ain't ever gonna fucking drive.
Yeah.
What was that? Like, why was my mother like, here, you'll like this? And I was...
I don't know if that's how it happened, or if they was just watching these movies or whatever, or they just rented them and we just watched them.
Because I don't know.
That's what I did.
And like, I was like, Mom, this isn't scary. This is fucking terrifying. What are you talking about? Are you shitting me? This is devastating. This is horrible. Nobody in this film deserves what's happening to them, including the dog.
It's not even that. So I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Minnesota. We went out of town, and I saw nothing but cornfields. And the first thing I thought of was Malachi, Children of the Corn. You know what I mean? Like that's like when I work with kids, I think of Children of the Corn. That's what I do when they act up.
That's the life you chose.
Like away from like killing you and just taking over. All we have to have is
man.
I want to put this shit out there though. What's y'all worst Stephen King adaptation?
Another one of the best ones that nobody said is Dr. Sleep. It's recently
fantastic.
So good. That said, worst.
I'll just go fuck myself then.
Yeah. I was thinking Dr. Sleep was fucking great.
It was.
There's ones that I haven't seen that I'm planning to rectify here in the next couple weeks. Hint, hint. The Dark Tower is not great.
Idris and McConaughey?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw that.
No.
That's up there for me.
It's not unwatchable, not like god awful, but it isn't like adaptation. I think seems like a huge swing in a because they made like 20 Dark Tower books or some shit, and like they killed it with one movie. And the thing is, and I felt this watching it. I thought, well, maybe I'm off base, but then I read it in a couple reviews, and I was like, okay, so this clearly happened. It was like the roles is like Idris Elba is kind of like the cowboy, like gunslinger guy, and McConaughey is like the evil, like force guy. The actors should have swapped, but I think they were just more interesting if we did it this way. It's like both actors are good, but like I thought it watching it, and I was like, I feel like they would just be better. Like Idris Elba would just be chewing more scenery as the evil guy, and McConaughey would be a little more comfortable as like the cowboy guy. And so I was thinking, well, maybe they thought, well, what if we switched it like Pineapple Express? What if we just swapped it and maybe made it more interesting? But I think it would have been better that way. And then I read that in a couple reviews where they were like, oh, Matthew McConaughey, what are we doing? I don't know if that's I guarantee that's not the worst, but it's not great. I don't think Dreamcatcher is great either. Not unwatchable. I've seen it a few times, but it's not good.
But it's
It's not a good film.
I never saw Dreamcatcher. I always wanted to watch it because I heard there's like a part where like Pennywise lives is like carved into a wall or something.
There's a part where Jason Lee shits an alien out of his ass.
Now
That's
I'm gonna
good.
watch it.
Shits it into a toilet. He shits it. It's a shit alien. He shits it from his that
sphincter.
thing in Dreamcatcher.
Oh
Trying to think. I've never seen The Shining, like the miniseries, like the TV one.
I haven't either.
I don't know if it's good or bad. I know it's apparently more. It's closer to the novel, like Stephen King said it was the better adaptation, which is there's no way. There's no way.
Better than Kubrick, bro? What?
The movie is so good.
For Jack Nicholson alone.
It's so good. It's such a good movie. And he has to have revisited it.
Yeah.
Because Sleep is kind of like still kind of a loose sequel to that movie. Like it's kind of its own thing, but it's also tied to that. So it's like, okay, these are direct visual references to the Shining film. So it's like he had to have revisited, because I always heard he liked Dr. Sleep and he was involved with it.
Yeah.
So the movie recently and been like, I was like, there's no way you're watching this in 2019 and not thinking that it rocks. There's no way.
I mean, I watched it for Rebecca Ferguson. It just turned out to be a good movie. So.
I saw Dr. Sleep in IMAX, and it was one of those where I was like, I do need to see this in IMAX. I guess I'll go. And it ended up being full IMAX ratio. And the part where she like floated above like the world, like she was like floating and it was like the world spun. It was like, I felt like I was floating. I was so glad I did this. This is one. There's got to be other bad ones. There's got to.
There are.
There's ones I had.
What you got?
So, in terms of like Stephen King, movies, like I feel like there's movies that were like trying to recapture certain magic from things that worked, that didn't. And most of us probably haven't saw, or we saw, but it just wasn't the same. So we didn't keep them in our core memory. But like, we loved Carrie, right? But then there was a movie called Firestarter that was like.
Why am I the only one? I felt like that when the remake came out a couple years ago. I watched the old one and I was like, I remember liking this. And I rewatched it and I was like, I like Firestarter.
But it wasn't Carrie though.
It's not as good as Carrie, no.
But you get what I'm saying? Like it was like Carrie worked. Let's do this Firestarter, and it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Or
was that Drew Barrymore's first movie after E.T.?
Say that again?
So was that Drew Barrymore's first movie after E.T.?
Either that or she did Cat's Eye, which is Stephen King.
I think it was Cat's Eye. Cat's Eye. I love that anthology movie.
But so then like that was like one of those ones where I felt like they did Cat's Eye was another one that I didn't particularly like, but like Cujo and then Pet Sematary I really liked, but I feel like they were along the same lines. But like Cat's Eye was one that didn't work, and then I feel like okay.
Oh no, I was just doing it because I had an idea. That's what I do.
And then my last one, Christine. We all agreed, right?
Christine.
But then there was a movie, Trucks, was like along the same thing. Like you stop, you die. It was like a whole thing.
What is
like
Trucks?
You know what I mean?
Was it Max Drive is not a good movie, but that's not based on a book.
It's a short story.
Maximum Overdrive, based on the short story Trucks, and he directed it.
He directed the movie. I was like, is that based on one of his books, or did he just do it?
But that's a Stephen King movie that for me didn't really like.
It's silly though. It's like I'd rather watch that than Dreamcatcher.
Dolores Claiborne.
That's a good movie.
I was just throwing it out there. I just saw it on the list.
So yeah, there's some there's a lot of good, but I think that you could go and find not equal. I won't say equal because that's a little disrespectful, but you could find a little less than equal not good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like we didn't even talk
It's
about Misery. Like Misery.
But with
Misery's
saying that,
really
there's a
good.
lot of movies though.
I mean, we still got 35 minutes.
And there's ones I've never seen. Like, I've never seen The Night Flyer. People don't even talk about that movie.
The Mangler.
It looks shit, but I've never seen it. I'm going to watch it soon. And then they came back. It's another one, or they came back, and then they came back. They came back. I've never seen it, but I think there's a sequel to it. Sounds like Pet Sematary to me. Thinner is not a particularly great movie, but like
I enjoyed it.
So
I
I'm like,
can't remember if I liked or didn't like. What was that movie called? It was like 2014. A Good Marriage. Did y'all ever see that?
no.
I think there's a Stephen King movie.
I saw it on here. I can't find it now.
A Good Marriage.
I think 1408 is good. 1408 is underrated. Nobody talks about 1408. Came out like the same miss.
1408 was good.
John Cusack,
1408
Samuel
was
Jackson.
good.
I never saw like John Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson did a movie called Cell, which was based on a Stephen King movie.
Yep.
I think went like straight to DVD. I never saw it,
Got it.
but
It's all right. It's not bad. It's not bad.
not bad.
Not bad.
But that's what I'm saying. Like we like the highs. Like I feel like we all like hit the highs of the highs, right?
Yeah.
And it was like a good 8 to 10 movies of like the highs, and then there's gonna be some movies that we'll be like, oh yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. But then there's some bads though. There is some bads.
Secret Window
The
is
Mangler.
cool.
Yeah, we talked about Secret Window. I think we
Window.
weren't here yet.
Whatever.
Yeah, we
To
weren't
me,
recording.
Movie is cool.
I remember watching it originally. Like I watched it the first time I ever seen it. I hadn't read the book, and when I watched it, when it went off, I was like, "Wow, that was crazy." I like that, but I feel like on the rewatch, it don't hold up as well. Like
No.
Randy said.
I remember thinking the ending. It's like, oh, big twist. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Johnny-
it felt out
but
of the
Johnny
blue.
Depp's acting in that movie though.
Yeah, Depp is good in Secret Window.
So is Totoro.
Yeah. It's yeah. I don't think of that as like like on a list. Somebody would probably be like, "Yeah, that's a bad one." And I'm like, I don't think of it as a bad.
No, Secret Window was not bad.
It's
No,
mid.
I'm not. We're not saying we're not doing that.
Not as good as like.
3.5.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just not as good as like Misery,
Misery's so fucking good.
Yeah. The Shining.
But
Yeah.
the highs are so high though.
Yeah, that's
The highs are so high that like when you mention the okay movies, it sounds like a huge gap.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I still feel like there's some like there's got to be there's
There's a good
Like-
marriage.
we've gotten this year. Like I thought The Monkey was really good. It's so wacky, and then The Life of Chuck is really good. I really enjoyed The Life of Chuck, and it's not horror, although it is kind of 3 parts, and the first part is like unnerving. It's not really horror, but it's
Hey.
like, ooh.
Mark
kinda-
Hamill double dipping in those Stephen King adaptations.
And that's and I think The Long Walk is on the really good
Yeah. Hell yeah.
opinion.
But I think that is
Yourself,
Stephen King's like biggest superpower is that making you feel the unnerving feeling. Like you might not necessarily be afraid, but you feel like nervous. Like you feel like what's about to happen. Like when you watch the Carrie movie the whole time, you're like not scared, but you're like,
Oh
oh,
fuck!
this is gonna be crazy. Like you're like, and I think a lot of these movies that we're talking about that we love so much, some of them were scary as hell. Though I'm not saying that, but some of them was just like unnerving.
The It miniseries.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Mile, like we don't like that's not a horror movie.
But it's unnerving.
It's the whole movie. It's really bleak, and it's like I remember that just for like the first time watching it. I was probably like 9.
Percy, you little bitch.
Oof, a bleak, but it's so good. I wouldn't change anything about it. every actor in The Green Mile should have gotten like an
Nominated,
including Percy. And like, I'm pretty sure that actor is a creep.
Fuck
but that's an
Percy
insane.
and Doug Hutchison.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that
if an actor is in a movie and they're supposed to make you hate them, and you do hate them,
They
forever,
doing a good job.
Then they deserve an award for that. My grandmother, legit from the Color Purple. She hated every Lethal Weapon movie, any movie that he was in.
Danny Glover.
She hated Danny Glover. She died. She hated Danny. She died hating Danny Glover's guts. Hated him.
Fuck Danny Glover.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was an asshole. If he did an interview, being him normal self, my grandma was like, that asshole. I hate his guts.
And nobody feels like Jason Isaacs in The Patriot is like best villain ever to me. And like, nobody talks about it. It was like he was on White Lotus, and they're like, "Oh, he's so crazy on the White Lotus," and I was like, "He's the baddest man in the world. If you've ever seen The Patriot, he's the most evil son of a bitch." So he'll do like nice guys in movies, and I'll be like, miscast.
He's also Papa Malfoy.
I know, and that's why I was like, well, obviously they got the perfect guy to be like a prick.
Yeah.
The biggest bastard in the movie The Patriot, and he's so good in it. Just a bastard, son of a bitch.
We don't. I feel like we're supposed to hate these people, so we do. And because we hate these people, they don't get enough credit for making us hate them the way we do.
I mean, hey, what Nick was saying the other day, bro. Sam Rockwell should have been nominated.
Well, good in The Green Mile. Michael Jeter was one of the character actors in that little pocket where he was in like every movie. He was so good, and he was great. Like that, I would argue that The Green Mile was probably his. So good, and David Morse was great. You started seeing those actors in more things, like Barry Pepper, and like David Morse, like character actors.
Barry Pepper had like 3 lines in that motherfucker in a 3-hour movie.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good movie.
Darabont is just the best translator of Stephen King, hands down.
Agreed.
Darabont, and then Mike Flanagan is over here. He's still kind of young.
He's got 2. Or does he have more? He have more than 2.
Gerald's Game and Now the Life of Chuck.
More than 2. That's why I want to see The Life of Chuck, because the horror guy and the horror author, the non-horror story, I just want to see how it meshes.
He cooks in The Life of Chuck, I'm afraid. Life of Chuck was cool. It's not one of my all-time favorites, but it's very good, and everyone is in it. It's one of those where it's like mostly like list actors, but it's mostly actors who have worked with Flanagan before. So it's like one of those things where it's like, this is tried and true. I got the perfect actor for this.
He played Loki.
Have y'all read Stephen King? Like, I think anybody
you're the reader
who can adapt a Stephen King story to a movie and make it superb is really doing something exceptional. Because like if you read a Stephen King book, like if you read it, it's not necessary. It's not the easiest read, bro. It's not.
No.
I will tell you this right now. I saw The Shining, and I picked up the book. Now I'm a grown ass man. I got to a point where he is so attention to detail. Like one scene in a movie, it's 9 pages in the book. And as I got to reading it, you get enthralled into it. Like Merritt said, it's not an easy read because he's so attention to detail, and sometimes you forget what the scene is because it's so detailed. I had to stop reading the book because it creeped me out. Like I literally had to stop.
He's got a way of like the example I use. I remember reading when I was in like 9th grade, and I'd seen the movie 100 times. Well, maybe not 100 times, but I had seen the movie. I knew the story, but I was like, I want to read the book. And I remember going to the library, finding a copy of Carrie and being like, I'm going to read this. And it's like the first chapter was like the way he talked about her being in the locker room, and he goes into kind of like details, like I look at the women with their supple breasts and all this stuff, and you're just like reading it, and it's like she goes in the shower and she's like, Carrie was shy and she went in the shower, and like the first chapter ends, it's like, and that's when she saw the blood. I was like, wait, oh, just like the way it's like creepy. It's like, wait, and then you turn it and they're making fun of her because she had her period in the shower. Like that's what happens. But it's like just that. I was like, I wouldn't even think if I was leading up to having a period in the shower, I wouldn't think to like make it to set tone in that scene. I wouldn't think to be like, it's like we're gonna plant a little seed here. So it's like that's when she saw the blood, and you're gonna start thinking as you turn the page.
Foreshadowing.
And to foreshadow, it's like the blood. She's covered in blood at the end of the story, and it's just so good.
But and like most books, especially like thrillers or like mystery books, most of them you're reading it and you're getting a little bit more and a little bit more, but you can continue as you continue with the story. It's like, okay, this is getting better and better. I'm learning more and more and more. Stephen King books and stories, like Carrie, for instance, when you read it, you may read to like the 8th chapter, and then it may say something, and then you may have to, unfortunately, and this is one thing I don't like specifically about reading Stephen King books, but this is just how intelligent he is. You may have to go back to chapter 2 to like remember this thing that he said in chapter 2 that connects to this chapter 9, and it's like, bro, I do not want to have to research paper this whole book, bro. This is insane. They're already long as hell. Like
book, it's like that big, and it goes being like, remember when I said the thing when we were 12? And it's like, no,
I gotta go back and find the fucking thing when I was 12. Like I gotta go back and find this thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and so that's what I mean by like, it's not an easy read. So if you're a person and you read this and you was able to connect all of them dots from that read and then make it a movie and make it something that like will be legendary forever, it's like, bro, you did a good job, because there's no way I could have done that.
I've audiobooked it twice.
Yeah, you'd have
I feel like, you know what, if advice to anyone who's gonna read Stephen King books, watch the movie, especially if we're talking about the movies that we love, like the best ones. Watch the movies first so that you have images of the characters in your mind already.
That's kind of what I did with I remember, like I'd already seen it, so I'm just like, it's Sissy Spacek in my head.
You can see her, like you don't have to create the image, you have one. You know what I mean? I was telling Randy that the other day about the Dexter books. It's like, when I read the Dexter books, I already have an image of all these characters already. It makes it a better read. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Is
to me, I think a movie they should remake now. Just remake it now. It didn't age well, and I think they can make a better movie.
The Tommy Knockers.
The Lawnmower Man.
What'd
you say?
I said the Tommy Knockers, just throwing some random shit out there.
The Lawnmower Man. I think right now with it has Pierce Brosnan in it.
I think I saw it when I was too young to really get it.
Jeff Fahey.
Jeff Fahey. It's weird, because like, but now the way you can use graphics and all this other stuff, now would be the time to do that. Remake that movie.
They had the Lawnmower Man 2.
Those graphics were cheeks.
Did you say, Randy?
So those graphics were cheeks.
Yeah,
it's not good. That's what I'm saying. If they did
cyberspace.
the Lawnmower Man now, I think it'd be good.
Because you did like, you got Carrie 2, The Rage, Carrie 2. You got Pet Cemetery 2, which I think is an underrated movie, but it's also like, how did they do this? Then Lawnmower Man 2, they split it 1 and 2, and I think that was a mistake. I'm sorry.
False.
Maybe, I think the way they did it, because part 1 is the superior movie.
It always is.
By far.
In both adaptations, it is.
But part 2, it's like the story is supposed to go like kind of back and forth. Like, there's a lot of their kids, but then it's also supposed to be them as adults. And then I thought the miniseries was really good, because it was like the middle of it was when what's his name killed himself in the bathtub.
Yeah.
And then it was like, but you already knew who that was, so it went like back and forth. And then the rest,
As I love what Muschietti did, and I think it's as perfect a translation of that book as we're ever gonna get. But I would have kept it like a miniseries and bounced back and forth.
That's the thing with part 2 to me. I think it's a good movie, but it's why it's so long. And like some people think it's like, oh well, this isn't. It drags at this. It's like because you have to get used to them as adults, but then so much of what they do as adults requires you to throw it back to when they're kids.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of
Kids.
part 2. So it's like, well, then why did we just make part 1 just kids? Like we could have not marketed it and just had McAvoy and them be in part 1. And, oh, that's them. Like, we got McAvoy, but they didn't even have.
I feel like
him.
If they did the Stand,
Was.
I think if they did the Stand now, like for the big screen, I think they would have to split that up as well.
Yeah, I want to watch. I've got the miniseries of The Stand. I want to watch it. There's 2 Salem's Lot miniseries. I've pulled one with Hutch, the guy that played it. And then, but there was one with Rob Lowe, like 20 years ago.
Never seen that one. I seen the one with the original.
It's Rob Lowe, and then they made the movie last year.
The host of The Floor made movies?
Yeah.
This is brand new information.
Then,
What's it?
Last year that they dumped on HBO Max. It was alright.
There's a show now that's very popular that kind of stole the It part chapter 2 concept. Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets kind of stole that whole concept of like telling a story straightforward, but having to like do backstory with kids and the adults.
Mm-hmm.
Like they kind of stole that concept of that.
It's on my list. I'll check Paramount Plus and watch it.
It's a good that show's crazy.
Stranger Things kind of hijacked the whole
80s.
It part 1 came out. I just remember.
Yeah, it does feel very.
Like Stranger Things. I was like,
Stand by Me.
Yellow Jackets. I think Yellow Jackets does it in reverse though, right? Because you get the kids, and then the adults, right? In chapter 2.
Yeah, part 2.
So in Yellow Jackets, you get the adults, and then the kids, but you know who is who based on like them jumping back and forth. So yeah, it's that concept. So it's not like Stephen King is still not making an impact in terms of what we have going on. Today you can watch something and say, oh, I've seen something similar to that before coming from.
Yo, is Kathy Bates the only Oscar winner off of Stephen King adaptation?
I think so.
Yeah,
I do too.
Clark Duncan got the nomination. Deserved.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Fuck yeah.
Like, did anybody? Well, like Morgan Freeman was nominated for Shawshank, of course.
He ain't win.
But
how didn't he win though?
94, Forrest Gump won. Right.
Yeah, 94 was crazy.
94 was
Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump. 94 was
Pulp Fiction.
94 was stupid.
But Shawshank.
Yeah.
Like huge in 1994. It kind of got big in popularity wise, like in the years after. It like did fine, and it was well reviewed. Like people were like, "Oh, this is a great movie." But then it was like when it came out on video, and then it came out on like MTV, like TNT. It was one of those movies that was on TNT like every weekend. And so it was like, whether you like it or not, you had some kind of relationship with the Shawshank Redemption.
Mm-hmm. Carrie should have won something too, because Carrie was crazy.
Like Clancy Brown is in everything. He has played every kind of role, and he's the guy from Shawshank. He's the dickhead.
Yeah.
It's just what it's going to be like when he passes away. It's going to be like Shawshank Redemption actor and Mr. Krabs, Clancy Brown. Like, I guess.
Not no.
Clancy Brown's really good in Pet Sematary 2. Have you ever seen Pet Sematary 2? He's really good in that movie.
Oh, Pet Sematary 2.
Pet Sematary 2 is so goofy. Like, it's like Stephen King did not write this. But I do enjoy the film. It's funny that they made it. I don't hate the Pet Sematary remake.
I didn't watch it.
They do something different with the kids. I guess that's all I'll say. They do something different towards the end with the kids. And for like a little while, it's like the way they do it is crazy. Like I was sitting in the theater like, this is crazy. This is out of control. But they don't like go all the way with like how crazy it could have ended up being. So it ended up being like good. I was like, if they'd have like just gone all in and be like, let's make this fucked up.
Randy, did you watch it?
It could have been an.
I vaguely remember watching the original or the second one, like the one that had the kid from Final Destination. I haven't watched any new Pet Cemeteries. There's like a prequel or something with David Duchovny that you can only watch on Paramount Plus.
No, it's got a.
Paramount Plus is a go, bro. I'm sorry, Paramount Plus is like quietly. Like everybody's like, oh yeah, Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus is kind of taking over a little bit for real.
I want my cut. If anybody watching this episode, listening to this episode, signs up for Paramount Plus, I just want my cut.
Yeah. I mean, go watch Pet Sematary Bloodlines. It'll be worth your subscription. It's not good. It got a physical release.
It did.
Gray and a 4K. Yeah. It was not good.
It was not
like a prequel to the remake. It was like Texas Chainsaw, the beginning of Pet Sematary. It was also called Bloodlines.
If I'm gonna watch anything that got Bloodlines,
Final Destination is the superior Bloodline.
We're doing Final Destination.
Like the Pet Sematary remake was okay. The Carrie remake was watchable. It wasn't
Chloe Grace Moretz
as good, but it was watchable. It was okay. I feel like there are other remakes. People call It a remake, and it's like it sort of is, but it's not a movie remake.
It's the theatrical adaptation of the book.
Yeah, it is. I want to say it's superior.
It's not. I just got so much nostalgia with the miniseries.
It's like feels more like a book. Like I'm like it's like Stephen King. I'm like that feels more like his book to me. Like I don't know. Like just the way something about it, and then the way that it tells the story. I'm like I feel like this is his book. They just did it without the like gangbang scene.
Yeah. What's the name? Cary Fukunaga? He was trying to include that shit.
Freaks, you're all freaks. Carrie, if you're listening, you're a freak. Stephen King, if you're listening to this,
bro, he was drugged out of his skull writing that book.
You're a freak. Why'd they do that? And then it's like implied in part 2, sort of.
Cocaine
roughly,
is a hell of a drug.
Gay. And it's like I don't know if he's gay. They're gang banging in the cave or whatever. Gross. Steven.
I mean, like they're 12, and it was like it's nasty, but it was just like a symbolic, like bond of like overcoming the evil that was Pennywise.
That's what I'm gonna say the next time I lay with a woman. I'll be like, this is nasty. Look at this as a symbolic bond. We
just defeated an evil clown. Let's fuck.
Pennywise. We're like, what the fuck are you talking? Oh man. Like we're
get the dude on the horn and ask him how much coke he was on to write that shit in 1983.
Oh snap!
I don't fucking know.
Dude, the thing of it. How fucked up?
He's talking about the whole earth like resting on a turtle that's supposed to be this symbol of good.
Naturally.
And doing all this fucking ayahuasca to have these visions of it landing in Derry, and the book gets weird.
Yeah. And then
Isn't this TV series supposed to be coming out shortly?
Next month.
Yeah.
Which I don't love.
Stephen King is not an easy read, man.
No.
He's just not.
Maybe the TV show will have the gangbang in it.
It's possible.
Fine.
They're gonna take bits and pieces of the book and stories from these two movies and like freestyle their own prequel, and I'll watch it, but I don't love it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Skarsgård is coming back as Pennywise.
Worth
So I'm like,
the watch.
gotta be something worth it. The juice has to be worth the squeeze in there somewhere.
Right.
I'll watch it. I don't. It's coming on like late October though, so it's like I don't want to watch it in November.
Yeah, they're trying to like line it up with Halloween as close as they can, and you don't have to.
Yeah, it's stupid. Walking Dead used to do that. It used to come on real late October, and then
October.
December I was still watching the shit. It was like the mid-season for December. I was like, great, awesome. Now I'm fucking depressed, and it's Christmas. Go for head off, and then Merry Christmas back in February.
Now, COVID like reset TV release schedules so funky. Walking Dead comes out whenever it wants now.
Yeah, it's like Daryl just came on. It's like early September. I'm like, great. It'll be over by like the beginning of October. Great. But not the It TV show.
No.
And then like Goosebumps, Disney did the same thing with Goosebumps like 2 years ago. It's like they put it on in like October, and then it ran all the way like up to Thanksgiving almost. I was like, why are you doing this? And then the second season in like January of this year, I want to say, and then they canceled it. No one watched it. It's like, yeah, nobody wants to watch it in January. Smoking whatever shit Stephen King was smoking when he wrote it.
First of all, if Stephen King was high as a kite, making this like very, very dialogued shit he was making, then that's impressive. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's making people who are not fucked up go back in books after reading chapters of it to see what he said in chapters before that, which is insane.
Nah, he's just like doing a fucking bump. I'm gonna write this shit. They're gonna have to go back 7 chapters to reference that shit. Stupid bitches.
Stephen King is the Eminem of books.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna have everything set in Maine.
Alien. It's like, how's the alien get in the cabin? He shits it out of his butt, and then it's in the cabin. It's like, God damn it. When can you have me a draft? It's like, nah, I already wrote it. She poops it out of his
Writing
butt.
it right now.
Yeah. Ugh. It's like, Steven, are you okay?
Give me a minute.
Ugh. He shits it. He's shit alien. Ugh. It's really good. It's the best thing I've ever written. It's like, this is the best thing you've ever written. Hearts in Atlantis is another like not horror one. I was thinking, I was like, there's another one.
Is that Anthony Hopkins?
Anthony Hopkins. Hearts in Atlantis.
I didn't know that was Stephen King.
Forgettable
Me
movie.
neither.
Stephen King, like a drama. Yeah. No shit, aliens and Hearts in Atlantis.
Huh.
I feel like there's more. I'm not thinking of it.
There's for sure.
there are more,
Yeah.
but they fall in the very average to not good.
Adapted from Stephen King's Dark Tower tie-in.
Equals.
But also, I feel like the ones that aren't good, well, like I said, some of them were movies. A lot of them were adapted for like made-for-TV movies.
The Mangler.
And I have a feeling they weren't good. Because a movie budget and a TV budget are two different things. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I think certain movies that were made for TV would be great if they redid them again for the big screen.
Right.
True. Like Bag of Bones.
Like the Knife Flyer. I'm like, Nick, I've never seen it. I would love to see that
No.
For that
on the big screen.
DVD, and it's like an out of print DVD, and I think you can only
Mhm.
Isn't there like a funky looking bat or some shit on the
Yeah.
cover?
get that man, but he looks like a Muppet,
Yeah.
and like Miguel Ferrer, and yeah, I want to watch that.
But I think a lot of these movies that we love though, you can't do again now either. Like I
No.
feel like
Mhm.
I didn't hate the Carrie remake either.
But it just doesn't hit. Like, it's,
But no, but like think of like it's not bro, we like there's shows like 13 Reasons Why and all these. There's been so many things that's done had to do with kid bullying and all the things we've seen now that like a Carrie movie is like, oh, that ain't even like when you watch it, it's like, yeah, they were mean, but that wasn't that bad. But we've seen worse stuff and other things with bullying.
Like when I walked out of the theater and somebody compared it to Stranger Things, and it was like, it's not
Right.
like where Stranger Things is because of Stand By Me and it and things. And they're like, well, no, I don't know what that is because I'm 18 years old. And it's like, well, okay, fine, great.
Right.
Well,
Like you're not
before you were
making
born,
a horror movie with a car now and people be scared. You're just not. But in that window of time that you did it, it was incredible.
Yeah. Like Joe. You know. I mean, I guess
Cujo. Cujo. You're not making Cujo now and people just be like, I'm afraid.
Yeah, Animal. Have like that movie with Idris Elba from a couple of years ago.
You're not
Beast.
That's just Cujo, but it's lions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
the lion.
Oh, the beast. The beast.
if you're not afraid of lions, then you're not gonna be afraid of a dog. You know?
That's funny.
Hey, motherfuckers aren't afraid of lions because they ain't ever looked a lion dead in the eye.
Yeah.
That's
the thing.
Catch a dog with rabies, you gonna be scared.
And it's like, this is a dog. This is a dog that you know, everybody loves dogs. You trust dogs, but what would you do in this situation?
Bro, listen. We as kids had a simple fear of the dog in Sandlot.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Monsters, the beast. But it's like you can watch Cujo and be like, what would you do if you were in this situation? It's like, I don't know. I mean, I would never think of that could happen. I guess it could happen, you know. Oh, that's good. And you watch Beast with Idris Elba, where they're in like Africa getting attacked by lions or whatever.
There's nothing you could do.
What would you do in this situation?
Bro, I would die.
In that situation.
I'd die.
Check that. It's like, I would never be in that situation. But it's like Cujo, it's like, I could be. I could be walking down the street and a dog just attacks me. Oh, I could get in my car.
That's what I'm saying. Like, long walk, bro. I'm not making it 10 miles in the long walk. I'm getting my cat popped.
I'm dying.
You watch
I'm dying fast.
Games. You can even watch some parts of like Saw and think it's like, would I live? I think I could live. I could do this. Long walk, day one, I'm out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take it. Like,
Yeah.
but the night when they started like falling asleep, and then they had the hill.
Yeah,
it's like
straight. Well, yeah. When that shit gets steep, I'm toast.
I'm tripping over a rock and twisting my ankle, and I'm just like, I'm out. I'm done. I'm stopping.
Yo, when the dude who was trying to write the book, when his shit popped, my wife flinched so hard I was covered in large popcorn.
Have we all seen The Long Walk?
Merritt has not.
All right. Well, they walk for a really long
time.
I know that. But
that part, the part Randy's talking about is in the trailer. Like,
it
briefly.
Is. Get your steps in.
Listen. The Long Walk, Saw, anything else that y'all want to think of or whatever that has to do with that stuff, I'm dying in every single puzzle in Saw.
Yeah.
I'm not, bro. It's no way I'm cutting off I'd rather die than cut off my own foot, bro. I'm not doing it.
I'm not even stabbing somebody else to get the key from the bear trap.
Oh, I'm doing all that. The first,
No, you're not, Nick. Bro, it sounds good, but no, you're not.
And the doctor and Adam, some guy I don't know, and my only thing is to kill him. I don't have to lose an appendage. I just have to find a way to kill him. I'm doing that. Like, I'm sorry.
No, you're not, bro.
I've got 12 hours.
Bro, I hear you.
I have 12 hours to do this.
I hear you, but you're just, bro. Okay, listen. Listen. When I deployed, right? We had all these gun-ho guys, right? I can't wait to get there and do this. I'm gonna do that. Blah 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 blah. Bro, as soon as shit hit the fan, guess what? People were the ones that froze up, or hesitated, or was like, I can't do this. Those, bro, it's a different thing being in those situations. Yeah. 12. Nick, I'm telling you this: the longer that you're saying you have 12 hours, the 12 hours is the reason you're not going to do it.
And
You have a better chance of doing it if you have 30 seconds.
Oh.
If somebody puts you in a situation and they're like, you have to do this right now, you're more likely to stab somebody in a 30-second time frame in a rush, like without having to think about it, than 12 hours. You're not doing it. You won't.
the movies are like fucking around. He's like showing him his wallet, and he's like, "Well, we talked about having cool kids, but we just haven't had the time." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing? Give him the cigarette." I would be happy about it. Like, I wouldn't be stoked on it, but I'm like, that's the easiest saw trap across 10 films.
We're giving somebody a cigarette?
Goop out your eyeball, or I'm going to close this thing on your head. It's like,
Nick, you're not doing that, bro.
But it's all I fucking, I don't know.
Hey, Rocket Saw trap would just to be watch all 10 Saw movies, and he's not doing that shit.
The world would convict.
Bro, I'll be honest with you. If I would do more to myself, so I don't have the heart to do that to somebody. I just don't.
Oh, I'm getting my family. I'm
bro. Nick is going to start doing one of them and pass out, bro. Like, no, he's not. He's not doing it.
Foot.
Oh,
I'd be
fuck.
like,
We hit 90 minutes. We got to wrap. I lost track of time.
that's not the goal. The long walk, I would not survive though. Like, it was like, all you got to do is walk forward. It's like, no, if you watch the film,
No.
that's all they have to do.
Bro, you got a better chance of surviving the long walk than you do any Saw movie.
Mm-mm.
That's a fact.
And probably, but it's like, at least with like Saw, it's like, I would be like, could I do this? Theoretically, probably no, but I would think like, could I? But it's like,
I get it.
long
I
walk,
get it.
it's like, I watch it for an hour and a half, and it's like, no, I would. And as soon as, and not to, but it's like, the minute I started thinking about a thing, it's like, oh, what happens if they have to do this thing? They started doing the thing, and it's really gross. And multiple characters end up doing it, and I was like, see, I could do that. That would be the thing my unlucky ass.
I would just be in the back and just be doing it on myself.
That's what.
Yep.
That was like, I couldn't do that.
Put on a diaper. Get me a Depends.
Nah.
I couldn't do it.
Just bare ass. I would be in the back so nobody smelled me, keeping my cool little brisk 3 mile an hour pace. I would just piss and shit myself.
I wouldn't want to piss in front of a bunch of dudes. But I was like,
you'll do that. You'll do it, Nick.
I can
do that
myself. I wouldn't be happy about it, but it's like, it was the difference between me like getting shot. It's like, okay, I can piss myself.
Bro, you ever like went to the doctor and like they gave you like something that made you have to like pee real bad or whatever? Like I had to do, like they gave me something I had to pee. Bro, if you have to pee real bad, you don't really care who sees. Like, bro, I pulled over and had to pee on the side of the road, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. I have to pee, bro. I don't give a fuck what this is.
I have to pee. But right when I started thinking, I was like, what happens when they have to shit? It included that in the plot, and it was like, oh no,
there you go.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's the logic. Before the movie even started, my wife was like, "What if they have to go to the bathroom?" It's everybody's first question.
Yeah, I started thinking. I was like, "Wait, they get?"
My other question is, where the fuck did they get gas for those tanks?
Yeah, it's like an airplane. They just refueled as they rolled.
Mm-hmm. Can I say this though? I understand it was promotion and all of that, but there's no way, no reason. I can't believe that people actually did this. I am not going to watch a movie walking on a treadmill, bro.
No.
That is absolutely not happening. That's stupid. There's no way I'm doing it. That is the worst promotion ever. Are you kidding me?
It's just like seeing like Megan in the crowd at a football game. You're just selling the movie.
Yeah.
No, it's not the same.
But that's my thing.
That's not the same. No, that's not the same, bro. I'm going to this place to enjoy a movie, and you're gonna make me walk.
Yeah, I'm not doing
bro,
that.
I want to sit with popcorn and something to drink. If I see Megan at a football game, it's like, oh, that's cool.
Or like
that's
just smile,
bro. Walking the whole time, bro. I'm cool. I ain't come here for that, bro.
Because
I highly doubt motherfuckers walked for a whole hour and a half. Hey, just walk for like 5 minutes.
There was a theater that was kicking people. Like if you stopped walking, you didn't get to see the rest.
I did see that.
I'm not dealing with that. Yeah,
bro, stop, bro. It ain't no way. No, that's stupid promotion.
Give it a month until they start pushing Running Man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
First,
No.
you gotta walk before you run, bitch.
Bro, could you imagine that going to the movie theater is just a bunch of treadmills? Like, bro, I am not at the YMCA.
Yeah.
Like, this is stupid.
I don't want to be like one of the non-participating things watching people walk. It's like, get the fuck out of my way. Like, I get them. And that's why I kind of learned that the hard way a few weeks ago when I went and like got the food. Like, I went to the Cine Bistro and ordered the food and watched Highest to Lowest. And I had a horrible time. I was like, God, people are walking and they're talking. And I'm like, I'm here to watch the movie. Like, I don't, maybe, and I'm kind of the same way when it comes to drive-ins. I've never been to a drive-in movie theater. And a part of me thinks that it would be that, like, it's more about the, woo, we're having fun. And it's like,
No, drive-ins are cool though, bro.
Yeah, drive-ins are pretty great.
But drive-in, bro, everything, listen, especially like if you have like a SUV or something and you could open the back or whatever, because you can legit pull in backwards.
Yep.
And then you can bring whatever
Sneak in
food
your
you
own
want,
cooler
whatever
and
snacks
shit.
you want, blink. Bro, drive-ins are like that, especially on a date. Now with kids, nobody wants to go to with kids. But by yourself, I mean with a date or like you and your lady or something.
They got
for sure.
The one in Indy used to have like radio stations you could link up to and get the movie through your car.
yeah.
Oh,
I think they give you speakers, and it's like, here, hook this up to this. But it's like everybody I see that takes a picture at the Goochland Drive-In, they're always like at an angle, and I'm like, I'm here to watch the movie. My friend really tried to get me to go see Conjuring and Weapons. They were doing the double feature at the Drive-In. I was like, I want to watch The Conjuring. Like, this is important. Like, I want to watch it and be like, everybody shut the fuck up. But I don't think they would have. I think they would have laughed and like, who wants drinks? And
Well, you can watch it. I don't think it's as bad as you think it is. Like, I think that you think it's that. But most people that's coming to the drive-in are coming to see the movie, man. They are.
I'll try it one day, I'm sure. But I pictured it just being like, stop.
But I can tell you this. If I paid to go see a movie and you're putting me on this treadmill,
yeah,
and for whatever reason, I have to stop walking, you're not kicking me out though. I can tell you that.
Like the hour and a half. Yeah.
If at the point that you try to kick me out, everybody's getting off the treadmills.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be an issue for me. I'm unplugging some shit.
oh,
Are they piss themselves?
that's funny.
Bro, are you kidding me?
Straight
No.
up, you can't even get off the treadmill to go to the bathroom, bro. I'm not in the movie.
Bro, I wish I might. I really got to go to the bathroom, and you're like, oh no, you're kicked out, bro. You can't see the rest of the movie. Oh, okay. Nobody's seen the rest of the movie then.
If I can absolutely, which is about 98% of the time, I don't even go to the bathroom.
I'm not missing no movie, bro.
What if I have to piss while I'm on this treadmill?
I'm not missing a movie. I'm not. Like, I go to the bathroom before the movie. I drink like very much. Like I can't miss movies, bro. No. I can't miss anything in a movie.
I saw Endgame 4 times and did not go to the bathroom.
Oh no, I'm definitely not going in a Infinity War Endgame. That's not gonna happen.
But like, I'll get there, and I'll like whatever bathroom I pass to go. I'll go in there. I'll pee. Then I'll go and I'll sit. And then there's like a point in the ads where I know it's like, okay, you got this much time left. I'll go again. Because I'm like, I'm not gonna pee during the movie. And then I get up and just walk.
People like, I be looking at people like, yo, y'all just okay missing parts of this movie for real?
Yeah, that's
like how
weird.
Yo, my daughter, it was one time when we went to go see Black Panther with Shuri or whatever. When we went to go see that, I really don't love that movie. But anyway, when we went to go see it, right? The part where Shuri was swimming to kingdom or whatever underwater.
Yeah.
My daughter legit said she had to go to the bathroom. She waited 3 minutes. She went to the bathroom. When she came back, Shuri was still swimming to the kingdom. I was like, bro, you legit can go to the bathroom during this part and not miss nothing. It took forever for Shuri to get there, bro. I was like, yo, they did this intentionally. This was terrible.
She was looking around and the music was
she had to be swimming for like 15 to 20 minutes.
But we've taken like 15 to 20 minutes
watching her swim.
not talking about shit. The Podbean app is tripping. Stuff. The Podbean app is tripping. I'm still recording, so I'm gonna stop recording. Next episode, we're doing a fourth quarter preview. So we missed the third quarter preview because Nick didn't remind me. I blame him solely. But we doing a fourth quarter preview in 2 weeks. October, November, December. I'll be back. It's Rec League. Hey yo, see, this is one of them that I'm just cooking on the fly. Maybe at the park with an apron with that thing on my thigh. My skill set you just can't deny. Don't even try, throw them hands in the sky. Daniel Jones with the throws, sending flows to my doubters. Keyboard cowards, you Obi-Wans underestimate my powers. Snakes in the grass, ain't this been a bitch? Conniving in the garden since the Genesis. Even the illiterate know my bars are legitimate. I be motherfucking getting it. They jealous of my written shit. The way that I spit it, I got them like the candles at the dinner flow. Verbally impressive. She undressed and let me enter though. You got that beginner flow. Not to spot the pretenders though. Freaky shit wanted me to bend her over the fender slow and chill until the next episode.